1 good year is all it takes, dog. That's all it takes. One good time, one good sale, one good business idea, one good opportunity, one good connection. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, dog. You just have to put yourself in that predicament. How do you expect to be putting yourself in that predicament when you're chilling at home, when you're not really networking with people, when you're not really trying to put yourself in a growing situation, when you're too scared to take a risk, when you're too scared to even think of the game plan of what you want to do? You may have an idea and you say, well, that sounds too risky. I know this guy, he's doing something that's very successful, but I don't want to do it because it just seems too risky. Seems like it's going to take too long. I want to get into real estate, but I don't really want to get my license. So how can I go around to do the shortcut? I want to get into day trading, but what if I don't see any money super quickly? I want to open up a business, but what if no one buys from me? I want to do content, but what if I don't get a lot of views? Right? You think about all these what ifs, think about all these things that won't happen, but all it takes is one. All it takes is one time, man. You know what I'm saying? It takes that one sale that you make $10,000. Boom, now you can do some other things with that. It takes that one business idea that, bam, you sell out on something that you're selling. Boom, if you're doing day trading, you take that one trade and now you've made $20,000 in a week. Right? Just takes that one opportunity, that one decision. And you're sitting there doubting everything that you know you're capable of. You know you're capable of getting up and doing things you don't want to do. You just don't want to do them. You know you're capable of getting up and making the money that you want to make, but you think that it's too hard. You know you're capable of going to get that luxury car that you want to get one day down the road. You know you're capable of being the best father figure for your kids that you need to be. Right? The best man of God, the best wife, or the best, well, you could be a good wife, you could be a good husband, depending on the audience, right? But the thing is that you could be the best you possible, and the one decision that you're making is, I'm just gonna chill, I'm just gonna waste time, I'm just gonna let life pass me by, I'm not gonna go chase the things that I wanna do, right? I'm gonna stay in the same predicament that I'm okay with being in this current moment, because doing the other side of it seems too risky, seems too uncomfortable. So we're gonna stay here. But you're choosing that. That's the one choice that you're choosing. You realize that, right? Every day you're making the same choice, but you don't even recognize it. You feel like because you went to work, you came home, maybe you cooked dinner, maybe you bought out, I deserve to sit down and relax now. I deserve to sit down and game for a little bit now. I've made a little bit of money. I did a sale today. I mean, I probably deserve to go out and treat myself to a steak dinner or something, right? Because I've been working so hard. Look, man, you have the capabilities to do anything you put your mind to. God has blessed you with that vision and that capability to give you what you need, and you're wasting it. You're wasting it. You're trying to figure out how you can take the easy route, instead of you taking the route that requires patience, that requires effort, that requires discipline. And you're like, well, I don't really want to go that route. I'm just going to do what's comfortable. I'm telling y'all, man, I wish someone had told me when I was younger that when you truly put your mind to something, like you truly put your mind to something and you win, that's no better rewarding feeling in the world, right? And if you felt that before, then you know what it's like. Maybe you've won a championship playing on a sports team before. Maybe you know what it's like to just, I don't know, do something successful. Something turned out even better than you thought. And you sat there like, wow, I'm so glad that I went through this moment. Like, because when you're in the hard times and you're thinking about the times that don't feel like they're counting for nothing, trust, you're adding minutes and hours onto it, something that's going to be greater than what you could ever imagine. And that's what you're trying to go for. That's what you're trying to work for. That moment you could be like, wow, I really was able to give my parents X amount of money. Wow, I was really able to buy this certain car and have this certain lifestyle. Wow, I was really able to provide for my kids and my future family. Wow, I remember being able to I had an Uber for money, and now I can take my wife or my girl on a special date if I want to. Now I'm not really struggling for money. We can buy things without needing to even look at what's in the bank account. Wow, I remember when times were tough, man. You know, everybody's been through them times, right? I remember a time when I was like, man, I have to make my last dollar. I have to make up rent when I was staying at my mom's house to go Uber. I had an Uber all night. I was like, bro, I got to make this money tomorrow, right? I got to make this money tomorrow. I got to sell a couple things. I got to do a couple things because I understood, like, I don't want my mom to know what's going on, but I also have to understand that that's my responsibility of what I have. What my responsibilities are is that I got to pay for these things. And if I come back the next day and I say, hey, I ain't got it. Okay, well, when are you going to have it? I don't know. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be in that position. Goodness. Right? I mean, who does? Who wants to be in a position where you're trying to figure out how I need to scrap up some money so I can be able to pay this back, or I can pay this person back, or, you know. And then if you're in a relationship, how does that look in your relationship? Hey, babe, can I have some money? Hey, babe, can I have some money, please? I need to be able to pay for this. Hey, you have better credit than me. Can we go? Like, man, I know a couple people where they're in a relationship or they're in a situation and the other person has better credit than them. And it's nothing bad. I won't even say it's nothing terrible, but I feel like as the man, you gotta at least make sure you got your credit right, dog. Like, you gotta at least be able to have a good credit. Some people say I got good credit and you got like a 540. Some people say I got good credit, but that's a 630. Like, I don't even know what's considered good on the scale, like literally. But if it's not in the 700s and up, maybe the 680s and up, you got some work to do, man. You need to figure out how to boost that score up, because when you do want to get that car, do you want it to be in your girl's name? Or do you want it to be in your mom's name? Right? When you do have to go buy that house, it's whose credit can I run? Oh yeah, you got to run hers because I'm still building mine. It's just, it almost just feels demasculating. Oh yeah, you got to run hers because mine's like really low. You know, I got to rebuild it. Yeah, I got a repair guy. He's working on my stuff. He's taking off a lot of collections, and he's moving a lot of these, what are those called? Inquiries, right? He's taking off a lot of things. You know, I was late on some payments, so I wasn't able to do this, and it really dropped my score down to this, right? Like, you just got to make sure you stay on top of what you need to, man. But that starts with one decision. My one decision was, I'm not going to put myself in a position where I owe anything or owe anybody anything. Right? I mean, again, who wants to owe somebody something? And that was the thing as well, that I would be sitting here and I'd be like, man, if I ever came down to it and I was like, man, I just really need money. Do I rather go get it and figure out how to go make it? Or do I sit here and be like, oh, I feel kind of sorry for myself, so I'm just going to ask mom for money. I'm just going to ask dad for money. I'm going to ask my homeboy, hey, can you lend me $100? I'll pay you back when I can, right? Because I don't understand how people do that. I don't understand how people sit in a position and they say, okay, I owe $800. Let me go ask $300 from my mom and dad. That's $600 I'm asking for. Let me ask for $100 from my boy, and then I'm asked for $100 from my girl. So now you got to pay 4 people back. Like, you're okay with paying 4 people back to be able to pay back whatever you owe $800 to. I just don't get it, man. But some of y'all are okay with that. Some of y'all are okay with that. So when you're thinking about life, man, and you're thinking about what do I need to do to like really get to the next level, just understand that it starts with that one decision. It starts with that one moment, that one opportunity, the one connection, the one anything for you to be like, oh, okay, I understand it now. I understand it. For me, my one decision that I'm about to make is called a 75 hard day challenge. And I've never done it before. I've heard about it a little bit, but it's going to require a lot of discipline. It's going to require a lot of things that I probably am not used to doing. You know, you can't have snacks. You can't have certain snacks. Let me say that. You got to be careful what you eat, and you got to work out twice a day. You got to read a certain amount of books or a certain amount of pages in a book, right? You got to drink a certain amount of water to stay hydrated. You got to move your body some more. You got to do certain things, man. That's my one decision that I want to do for the next 75 days. I got the list up. I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is what's going to happen. And we're going to see what God does with that. But I just need you guys to understand, man, it starts with one decision. And this is the reason why you're in your position now. It's because you're choosing, I'm going to do the one easy decision, the one comfortable decision over the decision that's going to change your life. Change your life. And you're okay with being mediocre. That's why other people are already getting ahead. People have already made more money than you this year. People are already started losing more weight than you this year. You were saying, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go for that run. Someone's already been on a run 3, 4, 5 times. And you still haven't got out of bed to go do it yet. Someone's ahead of you this year. And we're not even a full weekend yet. Someone's already got a promotion this year. Someone's already launched their business this year. Someone's already started making videos and doing their content this year. And you're saying, oh, I'm going to get around to it when I can. I'm going to start on Monday. Oh, man, Monday passed. Okay, I'm going to start this weekend. Weekend's going to come up. You're like, man, I'm tired from working all week. I'm going to start on Monday. Monday's going to come around. You might do it Monday, Tuesday, skip Wednesday, get to Thursday. Then it comes to Friday. Right? You're back in that same cycle. The one decision you're choosing is comfort. So what are you going to do about it? And what one decision are you going to make? That being said, y'all, like this video. Follow me on Instagram, man. Subscribe to the channel. Comment what you guys think of the video. If you guys have ever done a 75 hard day challenge, man, let me know what's up. If you ever done it. But that being said, I appreciate y'all watching, man. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay blessed.